Hey guys, how's it going? Hope everything's going well on this Sunday evening. Anyways, if you guys like my video, you guys know the drill. Smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't. All right, I wanted to get into this topic of Gary Vee versus Vegas Dave once again. I did a video maybe a few months ago, when that viral video came out about Vegas Dave. And I said that, he's basically right that this whole thing is going to come down. The house of cards, the house of sports cards is going to come tumbling down by 2024. And I explained that it was the Federal Reserve, it was the economy slowing down, and probably government spending. I probably didn't touch the base on this, but government spending will probably slow down. And government spending is the real reason, in my opinion, that has artificially boosted the US economy. And you could say the same thing for the sports card industry because, they're printing money, all this monopoly money is going there, and we're also stuck at home. And I wanted to follow up on this video and look at, Gary Vee. I barely touched base on Gary Vee in that video from my memory. And I've noticed a few things about Gary Vee. And he was talking quite a bit about sports cards until that video came. And before Vegas Dave did that video, you have to look at one thing. The price of Jordans went like crazy when Gary Vee said he believed that the Jordan Fleer 86 card would go to $1 million. And if you look at, Gary Vee's YouTube channel, I haven't checked his Twitter account in large amount. And also, some of the YouTube videos he touches base on, he talks about NFTs. He talks about the digital sphere. He doesn't really get too much into sports cards. He has these YouTube videos saying, hey, is he bullish on one item? Is he neutral? Or is he negative? And I noticed that he's never negative on items. And he never talks about sports cards. He may talk about NFTs. He may be talking about, random things, but not about sports cards. And I'm just thinking to myself, okay, did that video stop Gary Vee from talking about specific sports cards? And if he has talked about specific sports cards, let me know. Correct me if I'm wrong. And the reason is the reason why I think Gary Vee is pretty quiet on sports cards as of this moment is because he knows that this house of cards, like I said, is going to come tumbling down. He knows there's going to be a huge contraction in the coming years, and he doesn't want to be blamed for it. And if you look at his videos lately, like I said, he's talking about NFTs, but he's also talking about the next crash that's coming. He doesn't give a specific timeline, what's his name, Vegas Dave, but he says that a lot of people are going to be having trouble this next crash that comes in the next few years. And that's because, everyone's in tune to social media much more than they were. And he probably is also alluding to the fact that a lot of us still are working from home. Even in the southern states, they haven't, not everyone has gone back to their office. I have, my wife's relatives live in Georgia, and, some of them are just going to the office once a week. And that's Georgia, a state that's supposed to be more open than here in Chicagoland. So, I'm just looking at Gary Vee and I'm like, okay, he's talking about how also there will probably be a good buying opportunity in, some of the stocks that he's talked about. He's a tech guru. And Gary Vee is saying that, if he knows the day before to sell all of his Facebook stock, he would, and then he'd buy it back, once it crashes down. So that's what I'm looking at. So Gary Vee understands, the basic economics, the cycles. And he's made money, during crashes. He has bought advertisement during I believe it's a 2000 tech bubble. He's buying ads on Google when it was dirt cheap, and it helped his family business grow, the wine business. So he can see things that a lot of people can't. He can forecast trends that a lot of people can't. And one of his other skills is that he's a high IQ guy, but but even though he's very smart, he knows how to talk to the common guy. So that's why, a lot of people go to him. Good track record, and in addition, he's just great at forecasting trends. But going back to, this card bubble, now both of them are talking about, a substantial correction. The only criticism that I would have of Gary Vee as of this moment, he doesn't give, a specific year. And he's probably not doing it because he has so many followers that he doesn't want to lead people the wrong way just in case he gets the timing wrong. So he's very careful in what he says and what he does. And he's also, once again, a smart individual. He doesn't get into a stupid fight with Vegas Dave. Vegas Dave is a brilliant marketer as well, and he's just trying to use controversy to get more people to come to his gambling service. So, once again, I believe that both Gary Vee and Vegas Dave are right on this crash. And that being said, I do like the tactics of Gary Vee better as of right now, because he is not a negative person. I do like positive people. He doesn't want to start fights for no apparent reason. That being said, this ride's going to be pretty fun for the next year and a half. I believe it's a seller's market. I don't want to aggressively be buying cards. I'm buying cards here and there. I'm not spending, $20,000 on a card, like some people are, or some people are spending $30,000, $40,000. That's not my risk tolerance. I'm better equipped to putting some of the money that I've made into the stock market in the next 12, 18 months. Gonna, in my opinion, get decent yield. May not get as much as, some of these aggressive card flippers, but, those days of card flipping, at least for the next few years, is going to be much more harder. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about Gary Vee. Let me know what you think about Vegas Dave. Let me know what you think about this coming crash, All right, guys. Talk to you later.